The Guess campaign is major. It shows up everywhere. It plays up Anna's glamour and makes her hugely famous.
Meanwhile, Playboy continued to put her in the magazine, eventually naming her Playmate of the Year.
I worked with her over a year's period of time, and you could see the difference because when she came in, she was just a girl from a fried chicken place, and now she was a big star.
So beautiful.
She wasn't going to trust anybody. She was just going to perform for you. It was like she was probably back in the strip club. She really had the ability to make you believe that you were very special.
She starts modeling overseas. Her billboard ads turn up on Norwegian and Swedish highways. They're so sexy that there are traffic accidents.
It got to the point where the parliament in Norway actually had a debate as to whether the billboards featuring Anna Nicole Smith should be taken down because they represented a threat to public safety. Anna Nicole Smith, that name, that face, that figure became a topic of international fascination. And where does someone like Anna Nicole Smith belong? Hollywood.
Here she is, Anna Nicole Smith. Anna, how are you? I'm Regis.
She's signed by William Morris, one of the town's biggest talent agencies. There's a film being made called The Hudsucker Proxy. Anna Nicole Smith winds up into Hudsucker Proxy as a fashion model named Zaza.
Did you have many lines?
Well, just one.
One line.
Yeah, but I got to growl like a cat in heat.
What does that sound like? Just give us a little preview of the movie. What does the cat sound like?
Something like rear.
Whoa. She has her first line on the screen, in which she employs her boyfriend to punch Tim Robbins.
And Sid says you stole it.
What are you waiting on, Clarence? Pop him one.
But Buzz.
She makes the rounds on talk shows like the Arsenio Hall Show.
You're making the acting transition now. Didn't you just finish a project?
I just finished the Hudsucker Proxy, and I'm fixing
I'm sorry, say that again?
The Hudsucker
Yeah,
Proxy.
I just like to see you say Hudsucker.
The first time I met Anna Nicole, there was a sparkle about her. As a journalist, you're trying to stay objective and all those kinds of things, and I have to admit, I just kind of fell in love with her.
She is so over the top in her sirenhood. She doesn't just play the girlfriend, she plays like the apotheosis of the va-va-voom girlfriend. And that's what she plays in Naked Gun 33 1/3.
What are you doing?
I'm just contemplating my next move.
Your bishop is exposed.
So Anna Nicole Smith appears in these two movies, and she acquits herself fairly well. And it looks as if she might end up being something of a 1990s version of Jane Mansfield, who was a famous sex pot from the 1950s.
Her figure is kind of her calling card, but it also leads to medical problems.
She was in constant pain with her back from her implants. Her back wasn't strong enough to carry them. And so the doctors started to give her pain medication.
She also suffers from migraines, so she's on all kinds of pain medication. She winds up in the hospital, accidentally overdosing.
Have you used drugs at all?
I've never used drugs. I don't use drugs. You know, I had Vicodin and Xanax. That's prescription drugs that I have to take for my migraines and for insomnia. I mean, I don't consider that hard drugs. It doesn't make me high. It's just, you know, I've been taking it for years. It just helps my headaches.
You were very, very pale and very sick, and you had things in your arm, needles in your arms and things. What had happened?
I'm fine, I'm well, I'm here. I'm not overdosed, I'm not dead. I think they're trying to make it look like a Marilyn Monroe remake.
One of the most famous stars in Hollywood history is dead at 36.
Anna Nicole is a huge Marilyn Monroe fan.
I hate a careless man.
J. Howard Marshall even rents Marilyn Monroe's old house for her.
Grandma's window.
When did you start loving Marilyn Monroe?
I don't know, we just connect somehow. We have this special bond. It's just like, I don't know, I used to wish she was my mom.
Yeah?
I want to be the sex symbol. I want to be what she was. I want to do the movies she did. I want to sing. I want to dance. I want to do all that.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
People have a perception that she was this dumb blonde. She wasn't. Not at all. She could do anything that she wanted to do.
What she decides to do after 4 years of turning down his proposals is to marry J. Howard Marshall. And they have a wedding ceremony for the ages. Her son is one of the ring bearers, along with one of his cousins. The ring is attached to a beautiful fluffy pillow. The groom is all dressed in white as he's wheeled up to the altar. 2 doves are released to symbolize the beauty of their relationship. You may now kiss the bride.
She even tries to get him to stand next to her at the altar, but he's an old man. He's too frail to get out of his wheelchair.
Anna Nicole Smith is 26. J. Howard Marshall is 89. And $400 million.
$400 million? I'd
Yes.
marry him.
So after they married, they start to think about things that lots of new couples think about, which is having children.
She and J. Howard Marshall consult a fertility expert, but he is 89, so that's not happening.
By now, sirens are going off in Howard Marshall's son's head about what's going to happen to the money he expects to inherit when his father dies.
Anna Nicole lives in Los Angeles, and J. Howard Marshall lives in Houston. And when J. Howard Marshall visits Anna in Los Angeles, Pierce hires detectives to watch them to make sure that they don't go and try to change the terms of J. Howard Marshall's will.
But it was never about that. And she loved this man. She would sit close to him with her legs on the couch over him, and he would laugh. About 6 months after they got married, Mr. Marshall got very sick. We were shooting in Las Vegas, and she flew down to be with him.
Pierce didn't like Anna Nicole Smith, this young 20-something stripper who's wormed her way into his father's life at the end of it? No way is he gonna give her one dime. And it gets really ugly.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.